We have a 2004 BMW 325i e46. We purchased the car about a year ago, and it just so happens a few weeks ago, I also purchased a brake fluid tester. I had to test it on the car. This is what happened. It failed, telling me the fluid needs to be changed. The BMW dealer wanted $300 for this service. I'm going to show you how to do it, save some cash. Let's go. Let's pop the hood and get started. Right here on the driver's side is the brake fluid reservoir. And you're going to need a pressure bleeder and a reservoir bottle. I'll leave a link in the description where I got mine. You need to drain the fluid out of the reservoir. A turkey baster does the trick. I'll do this to the minimum fluid line. Clean things up. This fluid is pretty toxic. You need to make sure that you get the right bleeder that has a cap compatible with your reservoir. The one I purchased is compatible with this BMW e46 and my Porsche 911 over there, which also needed a flush that I did on another video. Now I'll take the air pressure canister and add the brake fluid that's suitable for this 2004 BMW e46, which is this ATE SL.6 fluid. Pour the entire liter in and secure the cap on. The pressure should be between 10 and 15 psi. I'll pump this up to 15. While you're doing this, it's good to check the lines and the cap on both ends to make sure there's no leak. When I did the Porsche, there was a leak. The leak came from the two connector adapters from the pressure bleeder. I tried tightening them up all the way, but they still leaked. To minimize this, I used plumber's tape and got rid of the connector and just connected direct to the hose. I saw online a lot of people were complaining about the pressure bleeder leaking. I figured this would avoid one of the leaks. This did work. If you want the connection, try plumber's tape, then join the connectors. I was surprised there was a problem. Typically, these are used with air compressors, and I haven't seen a leaking problem with my compressor connectors. I got the brake fluid online from Pelican Parts. I don't have any affiliation or get paid by them. It was just the easiest way for me to make sure I was getting the right fluid for this particular car. There you go. We're at 15 psi. No leaks at the cap, and the fluid is flowing. Now you'll want to start with the first wheel farthest from the reservoir, which is the rear right passenger's wheel. Then the rear left, front right, and last one, the closest left driver's side. But let's get started. Take the wheel off. This is the rear right. You can see for the BMW, there's just one valve. Flip the rubber cover off to expose the valve. Put the bleeder bottle hose on the valve and loosen the nut to start the flow. The wrench size for this was 9mm. Also, a good thing to be aware of is not to use an open face wrench. Use a closed end to avoid slippage and stripping the nut. The metal on this nut is soft, and the wrench was slipping and started to strip. Once I went with the closed end, it was all good. Now drain until the liquid is clearer. If you can't tell, drain to 100 to 150 milliliters for the right rear wheel. It typically requires less fluid as you work your way to the front. Again, you want the liquid to flow clearer. Keep checking the pressure bottle to make sure the pressure stays up. Man, that's looking brown. When done, now tighten the nut and take the tube off. On to the next wheel. Don't forget to put the rubber protective cover on. I'm not going to show you every wheel because it's the same procedure. When done with all the wheels, make sure the reservoir is filled to the max line. Pump the brakes to make sure they're firm. Feel free to take the car for a test drive, and you're good. Here's a comparison of the old brake fluid compared to the new. Looks like this should have been done a long time ago. Not a bad service at all. I hope this helped, and if it did, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.